Good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
it is.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Katie.
Good morning.
How's everyone?
Great.
Good.
Good.
Good morning.
How are you
Good morning.
guys?
Doing well. Excited about this workshop.
Yeah, looks like
Yes.
the team's all here. That is outstanding. So there's several other people trying to log on and waiting to be admitted. So that's great. The group is growing. Fantastic. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Well, just a second here. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Vaughn Johnson. I am the director of the Minority Business Assistance Center at the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. We have a really exciting workshop for you this morning. We're really looking forward to this. And this morning, I'm joined by my colleagues, April Needham, who is our program and marketing coordinator. She also serves as a convener for our workshops. Richard Brown, who is our lead business advisor and certification extraordinaire. And Andrea Boyd, the newest member of our team. And Andrea, if you don't mind me saying, one of the great things about Andrea, she's also a PhD candidate. So when you work with Andrea, you're going to be in fantastic hands. Good morning, everyone. Before we actually start at right around 9 o'clock, I'd like to use this as an opportunity for business owners and other people on the call to get to know each other, introduce yourself, and maybe give us your elevator pitch. So if there's a business on the call that would like to kind of kick us off and introduce yourself and your business, that would be wonderful. It also helps us as an organization to understand more about your business and what you do and how you do it, because business A may be looking for business B. And before we do that, I did want to also mention that we are also joined this morning by my colleague, Shoshana Duckworth, who is the director of the Small Business Development Center at the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. Good morning, Shoshana. I see you over there.
Good morning, Vaughn and team. How are you?
Doing well. So is there anyone that would like to kind of start us off this morning and introduce yourself and introduce your company and your elevator pitch?
Hi, my name is Ephraim Abdullah. I work for the Gab Media Company. I'm here on behalf of the B Corp, which hired our marketing firm. And I would love to be the first one to kick us off with the elevator pitch.
Go right ahead. Floor is yours.
Okay, so my name is Ephraim Abdullah. We just opened the Gab Media and Marketing Company last year in 2020 during the pandemic. One of my colleagues that graduated from the Ohio Media School with me, we joined forces and we realized that a lot of the community businesses are not as vibrant or flourishing as they would like to be because they don't have marketing. So we decided to opening up a marketing company to help with small businesses or mom and pop shops in some urban communities that need marketing, to help them with understanding how marketing can work with them and how to set up their administration so that they can benefit from marketing and have a staff that could flourish behind that.
All right, that is outstanding. So Ephraim, if I was to ask you in a nutshell, what do you sell? What would you tell me?
I would say I pretty much sell business consulting. That's what services, business consulting services is what I sell.
All right.
And the reason why I would say that is because that's the core to getting into marketing, learning and knowing what makes your business roll or what makes your business work.
All right, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Make sure we have all your information in the chat. Is there anyone else this morning that would like to introduce themselves and their company? Don't be shy. We're all family here.
I would love to. My name is Jennifer Houghton.
Hi, Jennifer.
Good morning. I'm the owner of Fitness Machine Technicians, and we maintain and repair fitness equipment for commercial and residential use. We work in schools, in rec centers, fire stations, gyms, hotels, and your personal residence.
Mm.
And what we sell is stress-free repair and maintenance.
All right. That is outstanding. Thank you so much for that, Jennifer. Thank you so much. That was excellent. How about somebody else? Anyone else like to introduce themselves and their company this morning and give us a shot at your elevator pitch?
I'll go.
Good morning. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, yeah. I'll concede. I will go after you.
Thank you. Hi, good morning. My name is Josetta Belford, and I am the owner of Cleveland Cleans Commercial Maintenance Company here in the city of Cleveland, Northeast Ohio. What we do is as in the name, commercial clean, we do high schools, we do senior citizen homes, we do office buildings. The most thing that we do is construction cleanup.
Okay, Josetta, thank you for that. And what makes your company unique?
What makes my company unique is it's hard. First of all, it's hard to find good help and people that are really going to clean. So we stand by our cleaning techniques. I hire the best cleaners to get the job done. And we're not just coming in doing a wipe down. We actually do a deep clean. And that's where a lot of our customers are return customers.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Mr. Scott.
Hey. Morning to everybody. Everybody looks so vibrant and so awesome this morning. I'm glad to be on the call. My name is Willie Scott. I am the owner and operator of TKI Design and Printing. In short, we do anything design and anything printing. Our standard, well, what we sell is just a standard of excellence and quality. We actually have physical products that we sell too. So anything you need printed, we can get those done, business cards, flyers, all that. But the main thing that we sell is a standard of excellence, which is leveling up, taking a small business owner or even large business owners from one level to the next level when it comes to branding and it comes to design and then it comes to print.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Thank you so much. I'm going to pause here real quickly. There's been a few other people that have joined us since I introduced myself. My name is Vaughn Johnson. I'm the director of the Minority Business Assistance Center. Welcome and good morning, everyone. I'm joined this morning by my colleagues, Andrea Boyd, Business Advisor, Richard Brown, Business Advisor, April Needham, who is our Marketing and Program Coordinator. And we have a special guest this morning, Shoshana Duckworth, the Director of the Small Business Development Center, is going to give us an update on the Restaurant Revitalization Fund in just a moment. I want to get back to the elevator pitch and ask a question. So if you're familiar with the Disney Corporation, which most people are, if you've ever visited Disney, which I have, I love Disney. Disney has an elevator pitch also. Can someone tell me what Disney actually sells? What does Disney sell? Anybody? Don't be shy. Dreams? That's a great answer. That's a great answer. That's close. That's close. Anybody else?
Experience.
Yes, that's great. That's right. Dreams, experience. That's right. What else? Anybody? I'll take one more. What does Disney actually sell? All right, I'll give it to you. Disney says that they sell magic. So they take the dreams, the experience, and everything that they do, and a simple word is we sell magic. So think about that as you're putting your elevator pitch together and sharing with other business owners and stakeholders, what exactly is it that you do and how succinctly can you put that together in terms of what you actually sell? What's different about what you do? Think about those things. You don't have to answer all that today, but maybe you can think about that as you're going forward. All right.
I just wanted to shout out Andre McClendon in the chat. He put magic fun, so I guess you can give
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't see that. All right. So he was right. That's great. She was right. I'm sorry. Fantastic. So okay, let's take a couple more. Is there somebody else that would like to introduce themselves and their company?
I would. This is Andrea McClendon. My
All right.
company is Synergy Service Solutions. And actually, we support Disney as a customer, as my company allows agents, work from home agents, to support these companies via customer service, sales, and tech support. So I'm definitely very familiar with Disney and many of the other brands that you may purchase, order online. Your roadside service, that's my favorite one. I've serviced for over 15 years. And I'm here just to see how I can get this program out to many others, just for the fact that I've been doing this since 2004. So this is not a business that has just come to play just due to the pandemic. If anything, it's come more to the forefront. And I want to be able to have those individuals that would like to take advantage of it do so. Sometimes you have others that don't believe it's true, but I'm here to tell you it's definitely a platform that can be satisfying for those who need to be home with their families, their loved ones, things of that nature. Thank you.
All right, so because you had a relationship with Disney, you knew the right answer. So
absolutely.
That is fantastic. All right, anybody else? We got a chance for a couple more. Would you like to introduce yourself this morning and introduce your company?
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, good morning. My
Hi.
name is Tamara Jones, and I am representing TW All-in-One Consulting. And what we do is we provide project and property management services. We have a sister company, Mainline Services, that provides maintenance, janitorial, disinfectant services, and a sign and banner company as well. So I'm here to support, and I'm excited to be here this morning.
All right, thank you so much. That was really, really good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Jones.
Good morning.
All right, how about one more? Introduce yourself and your company. Come on, we're all entrepreneurs here.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, my name is Trina Vine. I'm just pretty much getting started. My business is called Mom's Precious Gifts, which entails of helping parents, couples, and partners become parents. I couldn't have my own kids, so with the in vitro and all that was kind of expensive. So this is what I'm trying to get together to help parents to fill that void that I missed. So I'm just getting started. So I'm just here just to get some information to help me out.
All right, well, you are definitely in the right place. So I'm gonna pause here just to make sure we have enough time for Shoshana. And Shoshana, if I can cue you up if you're ready to give an update and talk to us about what's going on with the new restaurant revitalization fund.
Well, thanks, Vaughn. I just wanted to first let me introduce myself. I'm Shoshana Duckworth, Director of the Small Business Center at Urban League of Greater Cleveland. We work closely with Vaughn and his amazing team, technical assistance to the local entrepreneurs, whether you are in the ideation of your business and are in need of a business plan or a marketing plan, or you are in the growth and development business and are looking for a strategic plan or a business analysis, whatever it is you need, we have certain business advisors here to assist you. I'm just to briefly discuss with you the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. That's a new fund that just rolled out actually 2 days ago. It's a huge one. If you're in the restaurant industry, if you're a caterer, if you have a food truck, any of the, I didn't hear anyone mention that they were in the food industry, but if you're in the food industry, someone in the food industry, this is a huge opportunity for not only the small business, but our smaller businesses. Okay, this fund is there to assist restaurants recovering their loss. So whatever your revenue was from 2020, if you subtract your gross receipts from 2020, and if you received any PPP funds, you receive that in a grant. And one of the most amazing things about this program, when all of the CARES Act funding initially rolled out, we saw that a lot of small businesses were left out. And a lot of it was because there was things that needed to be worked out. The government has done a great job of making sure that our smallest businesses are touched with this fund by allowing those socially so impacted, disadvantaged businesses and economically businesses, to apply within the first 21 days. Also, women and veterans. 1 day is set aside for them. And then in addition to that, they set aside $5 billion for the smaller businesses who had under $500,000 receipts last year. So this is very, very, very important. We're putting the word out there to make sure that our citizens understand this program. If you do not understand this program, reach out to a member of Bond's team, reach out to me, let us walk you through this process. We have certified business advisors sitting there, make sure that we're able to assist all of our local entrepreneurs with taking advantage of this grant program, because we want to make sure that you're not only literate in it, but you get this application submitted. Sooner the better, because we are believing that the funds will run out, especially because businesses are able to receive up to $10 million. So if you have questions, reach out to Bond, get in touch with me. I'm going to put the link in the chat box. If you have a business in a restaurant industry or food industry, then here's the link for you to go apply. If you have any questions, again, please reach out to us, but I will put the link over in the chat box. That is it for me, Vaughn. Thank you for having me. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions related to SBA. If there's anything that I can assist with when it comes to the Recovery Act or previous CARES Act, do not hesitate to reach out to me or a member of my team. Thank you. Over to you, Vaughn.
Thank you so much. Now, Shoshana, is there a workshop coming up around this?
Yes, there is. Thank you for that, Vaughn. There is actually, we are webinar today actually at 2:30. I can put the link in the chat for that as well. This webinar, we're going to go through and talk about some of the important components of this program. We're going to talk about who qualify, next steps, and also we'll provide some tools and some resources to assist you with making sure that you have your documents in order, because there are some documents to upload. If you have questions around those documents, we'll have someone there to assist you with that process as well.
All right, thank you, Shoshana. And one thing I wanted to mention also about Shoshana, Shoshana is a rising star on the Cleveland business scene. She was just, I hope it's okay for me to say this, Shoshana, she was also featured in Crane's Business as one of the great leaders in the 40 under 40. So if you don't know who Shoshana Duckworth is, you're going to be hearing a whole lot more about Shoshana. So as you can see, we have a lot of talent in our Entrepreneurship Center to serve you in your business. That is absolutely correct. They never mentioned in there about we actually sell chicken or whatever they do in their commercials, but the underlying theme is we sell time. So again, think about some of those things as you're putting your elevator pitch together with your organization. All right, so is there anyone else that would like to introduce themselves and introduce your company? And let us hear your elevator pitch. Somebody on the call may be looking for you. This is your chance, entrepreneur.
Hi, my name is Gloria Baker, and I'm in the process of starting my staffing agency, but I'm not new to this. I retired from Towards Employment after 20 years. My specialty is placing ex-felons. What we do different than other staffing agencies is we take a holistic approach. We do case management. We make sure that all issues are out of the way before we place them, and we also track their placement. So I have my relationship with the employer comes first, but I'm also doing this through my church called Community Works. And I've been doing it for 3 years since I retired, and we have 100% placement.
Wow, outstanding. Thank you so much for that. Anybody else? Don't be shy. This is what we're here for. All right, okay. If there's no more, I'm going to talk to you about something else real quickly here. Does everybody know what a capability statement is? If you don't know what a capability statement is, make sure you reach out to one of us, our team or Shoshana's team. Every business on this workshop should have a capability statement. You should have that. If you don't know what that is, reach out to us. And I'm going to turn it over to Richard, our lead business advisor. And Richard's going to talk to you about 4 key financial statements that every business should have. And if you don't have them, or if you don't know what they are, Richard's going to tell you how we can help you get them. Richard?
Thank you, Vaughn. Good morning, everyone. And my name is Richard Brown, and I'm a business advisor with the Minority Business Assistance Center. I just want to welcome to our workshop today. And as Vaughn said, we help our businesses, get their business certified. And one thing that we find out a lot of times is the financial statements are not always in order. And so we have to help them in that area. And the financial statements that we're talking about, the first one is the balance sheet. So you need to know what your assets, your liabilities, your owner's equity, you need to know that information. And if you don't know those 3 key items, then you can reach out to us and we will help you with that, because that's very important. Because even with certification, or even if you're trying to get a loan, lenders are going to look at that information to see your financial position as your company. And if they look at your balance sheet, they look at your assets, as far as when I say assets, like cash, inventory, things like that, property, equipment, those would be considered assets. Liabilities will be things that you owe, debts that you owe will be considered liabilities. And owner's equity could be money that you've invested in your business, retained earnings, money that you have invested, and things like that. And if they look at it and your balance sheet doesn't look strong, that's going to impact your ability to obtain funds. So it's important to know that information. Truthfully, I've had clients come to me and say, what is an asset? And so I'm like, at that point, I was like, we have a lot of work to do. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help you so you will understand what an asset is. And like I said, I just mentioned several of them just now. Cash is an asset. That's a current asset. Equipment is an asset. Inventory, all those are assets, things that you own.
So Richard, and we've got a couple minutes here before we start. Can you maybe talk or just mention what the other ones are? And then if folks have questions about what those are, we can pick them up a little bit later.
Yes, and the other statements are the income statement, your profit and loss statement, and your cash flow statement.
That's
so
right.
Those are the 4 statements. But when we get to talking about it, I get excited, and I just you want to share that information with people so they understand, because it's important. You need to have that information. You need to know what your business is doing. If you don't know this information, you don't know if you're making money or losing money. So it's so important to have a grasp on those financial statements. And as Vaughn said, we're here to help you. Reach out to us. We'd be more than willing to help you with those financial statements.
Thank you, Richard. So when your business makes a sale and that transaction flows through those statements, you need to know what that means, because it also helps you to be able to manage your business better. And we're here to help you. And guess what? All the stuff that we've talked about this morning that the Minority Business Assistance Center does, there's no fee, there's no charge. It's free. It's free. So it's a great way to take advantage of and help grow your business.
And Bob, can I just say one more thing?
Yes, please.
As far as the restaurant revitalization fund, I had one of my clients, they were having trouble filling out the application a couple of days ago. They reached out to me and they were like, well, I don't qualify. I said, well, let's go through the application. We went through the application, and then they found out that they do qualify for a nice grant amount. So it's so important, if you're not sure, to reach out to us, because I put the numbers in wrong. I put something in wrong. It showed I don't qualify. But after we talked and I walked through it, they found out that they did qualify. So the funds are available for restaurant owners. So please take advantage of that.
I couldn't agree more. Richard, you bring up a really great point. There are times that when grants and other funding opportunities come along, for whatever reason, there's a buzz on the street or there's talk in the community about who qualifies and who does not. So I would just suggest to everybody, come to the experts, come to the pros. We'll know if you qualify or if you don't. Shoshana and I have these conversations all the time, as well as our teams. So don't let somebody or even yourself talk you out of or dissuade you from exploring whether you qualify for these opportunities or not. All right.
I'm sorry, Vaughn, can I say something real quick?
Sure, please.
I just wanted to jump in because I've actually experienced working with you all. firsthand. And so I'm sure there's some other people that have experienced that maybe on the call, but if you haven't, I just want to encourage you to jump in head first too, because each and every person on the team is very kind. They're very generous. Generosity is the thing that helps things grow. And I see the company expanding and growing, and they're connecting people in such a generous way. But I personally walked hand in hand with them, with Richard especially, but with everybody on the call, and every step of the way, it was a lot that I didn't know. There was a lot of things that I did, but there were so many things that I didn't know, and I was willing to put in the work, and he was willing to be patient with me and walk me through it, even to the follow-up point, following up, saying, hey, did you get these things done? Did you get these things done? Sometimes I was ahead of the game, sometimes I was behind, but they got me through the process, and I'm MBE certified now. I know this call is not about MBE, MBE certified now, but they walked me through the process, and it was so relieving. It was, because that once I looked at it, that would have been overwhelming and stressful. But walking with you guys through it, it was such a I won't say it was easy, but I will say that it was worth it. It was worth it all the way. So I thank you guys for that.
Thank you, Willie. We really, really appreciate that so very much. Okay, we've got about 2 minutes before we start, and maybe we have a chance for one, maybe two others. Maybe, is there anyone that would like to introduce yourself and introduce your company before we kick off this workshop? Going once.
Yeah, go ahead. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Is it Nigel?
Yeah, Nigel, how y'all doing, man? I just got to drop my kids off. I'll jump in sooner. I'd like to say much love and success to everyone, first of all. I'm the creator of Idolize None, Love Yourself. And what the sale is a lifestyle change starting within, versus looking out. I mean, looking up is a difference, but looking to is a complete difference. And that way we can learn better and love each other better. So that's where that idea comes from. And it will come through merch, and more or less on the nonprofit side is what I'm looking at as well.
Well, Nigel, thank you for that. Make sure you speak with us, one of our business advisors, and maybe we can talk to you about how you can add a for-profit side to your business as well. Okay, it is just about 9 o'clock, and I am going to turn it over to April Needham, who is our convener for our workshops. And April is going to talk to you about what's going on today. April?
Thank you, Vaughn. Good morning, everyone. Once again, my name is April Needham, and I'm the Program and Marketing Coordinator for MVAC. Thank you, Willie, so much for those kind words. That was so nice. And I'm sure everyone on our team, we feel the same way. So thank you so much. But I want to go over a few things before we get started. And a lot of you have already taken advantage of it, so I thank you so much. But when someone is speaking, if you could please make sure that your microphone is on mute when someone else is talking. Also, we have our chat box option on the right-hand side, and that's how we're going to communicate through the course of our workshop. So if you have any questions, you would please put them in the chat box. Also, the whole point of this workshop is to build synergies and to introduce you to the other business owners on this call. So please make sure that you put your contact information in the chat. Make sure that you put your business name and how to get a hold of you. And when this workshop is over, I am going to send a follow-up email, and it's going to have the contact information of everybody that we had on the call today, all of our presenters, as well as a link to our YouTube page where you will be able to see a recording of today's workshop. So with that being said, do we have any questions before we get started? Awesome, thank you so much. So with further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our business advisor, Andrea Boyd.
Thank you, April. Thank you, Mr. Scott, for those kind words. Definitely. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And welcome to our pre-certification workshop, How to Do Business with series. As Vaughn stated earlier, my name is Andrea Boyd. I am the business advisor here at the Minority Business Assistance Center at the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. I am joined this morning by my colleagues, business advisor Richard Brown and our program coordinator, April Needham. our Director, Von Johnson, and our Director of the SBDC Small Business Development Center, Shoshana Duckworth. So at this pre-certification workshop, our presenters will talk to you about the certification process and the requirements needed to help prepare your business for certification. We have 2 types of certifications workshops each month. At the beginning of the month, we have a 1-day pre-certification workshop. And at the end of each month, we have a 3-day certification lab series where each presenter will walk you through the actual online certification application. So today, our workshop is co-hosted by the wonderful City of Euclid, its Planning and Development Department, and the City of Euclid's Chamber of Commerce. Today, they will speak, you will hear about how to do business with the City of Euclid, and they will speak about some of the resources they offer to support women, minority, and veteran-owned businesses in Ohio. So you will hear from 3 minority business enterprises as well, who will share some insight into their business and how they chose, why they chose to become certified, and how their businesses are operating and have been impacted during the pandemic. So let's just get into exactly what we do here at the Minority Business Assistance Center. We have 4 key areas where we help businesses within the greater Cleveland area and our 8 suburbs. Or 8 counties that we service. We service Erie County, Lorain, Huron, Cuyahoga Lake, Geauga, Portage, and Medina. And these 4 pillars are growth drivers. So these are ways in which we help you to scale and grow your business. So the first pillar is through certification process. You heard Mr. Scott speak about him becoming MBE certified. We do help you become State of Ohio certified. So we help you to ensure that your business has the necessary certifications to bid on different private and public contracting opportunities. So the second pillar is contracts and procurement opportunities. So we help to connect you with a variety of different contracting opportunities. Once you become certified, we work very closely with PTAG, which is the Procurement Technical Assistance Center, and they can help you with these opportunities as well. The third pillar is access to capital through bonding and loans. So we work with a number of lending partners to ensure that you have the access that you need to grow or scale your business. Everything we do is all about growing, getting you to grow or scale your business. Then the 4th pillar is technical and professional assistance. So we have over 40 years of banking and entrepreneurial experience on our team, and we want to support you in your experiences with our business advisors and our experts. So we just want to help guide you and your business to truly become successful with whatever it is that you do. We have accounting assistance, we have business management assistance. If you need a business plan, we offer help with that. Marketing development plans. We also help with capability statements. So I know if you need that, definitely, Von spoke to that. So definitely make sure you reach out to us if you need any of those things that we offer. So additionally, at the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, we have a small business development center that focuses on startups, and an entrepreneurship center that offers many programs such as Becoming Bankable. So combined, our entrepreneurship has over 100 years of experience that we want to share with you. And there's so many programs and services, so please make sure you reach out. As Von stated earlier, these programs and services are completely free to you and your business. Now, at this time, I would like to hand it back to our program coordinator, April Needham. You have the floor, April.
Thank you, Andrea. And I will put our information in the chat to make an appointment with a business advisor. You just have to email us at mbackinfo@ulcleveland.org. Now, I would like to introduce everyone to our speakers for today. Our first speaker, we have the mayor. She's the mayor for the City of Euclid, Kirsten Holzheimer Gail. We have Director of Planning and Development from the City of Euclid, Allison Lukacs-Love, and we have Dana Heil, the Executive Director of the Euclid Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. I will start it off if that's okay. My name is Kirsten Holzheimer Gail. I'm have the honor to be the mayor of the City of Euclid. And I just am really thrilled to welcome you here today. Thank you so much for joining us. Euclid is working hard to make sure Euclid is a great place for everyone to live, work, and visit. One of our top priorities is economic development and supporting our business community. So we're really grateful for your interest today and your participation. We look forward to working with you any way that we can to help you grow your business. I definitely want to thank our partners and certainly the Urban League of Greater Cleveland and the Minority Business Assistance Center. Thank you so much for bringing this workshop to us. Thank you also to the Ohio Development Services Agency. And I want to thank our Euclid Chamber of Commerce, who is here to support you as well. I'd like to introduce at this time our Planning and Development Director, Allison Lukacs-Love, and she can talk with you a little bit more about what we're doing here in Euclid from the planning and development and ways we can help you as a business. Allison?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mayor, and good morning, everyone. And again, thank you to Vaughn and April for reaching out a couple of months ago and starting this partnership. This has been a real learning experience for myself. I have been the Director of Planning and Development here at the City of Euclid just since February of this year, although I have been with the city for a little over 5. And before I go on to the business content, this photo that we're sharing is a view of our new Euclid waterfront lakefront trail. So if you have, if you're looking at this and wondering, I thought Euclid was in Northeast Ohio. Where is this? What am I looking at? This is Northeast Ohio. This is Lake Erie. And if you've not been down to the trail, please do come down and enjoy it. So 2 slides here from the City of Euclid that I will also put the links that are on the presentation here in the chat. Very awesome active chat this morning, which is always good to see. So first, how to do business in Euclid. If anyone on the call is not already set up here in the city, whether that is yourself as a sole proprietor working out of your home or in a physical storefront space, we'd love to connect with you and find out how we can bring you and your business into the city. So in the Department of Planning and Development, we have 4 divisions. Economic development is one of those divisions. And I'm very excited to announce that next week we'll be bringing on, in addition to myself participating in this division as the director, a full-time economic development manager who will really have a focus in particular on small businesses, small business development, working with partnerships like MBAC and like the Chamber to bring more businesses here to the city, but also to support the businesses that are already here. So just a few of the programs that we offer. Business retention and expansion incentives are more so for our large scale businesses, mostly based on the payroll that you're bringing into the city. So if you have 20 or more employees, we'd love to talk with you about expansion opportunities. We also work with partners such as GCP and Team Neo, who then works with Jobs Ohio. So if anyone's like really thinking about scaling up, lots of opportunities there. Business attraction incentives. Again, if you're interested in coming to the city, give me a call. My contact information is going to be on the next few slides. Love to talk with you in detail about that. Pre-construction meetings here at City Hall. This is if you are interested in a brick and mortar space. It's one of the changes we've made most recently to the inner workings here at City Hall, so that it's a bit of a concierge service. So if you're thinking about opening a brick and mortar space and you have all sorts of questions, which are completely valid, about how do I get the fire inspection here and how do I get that coordinated with the building team, and then going through the planning and development architectural review board process, we'll help you with all of that and kind of lead you through it. It's something that is it's really important to us to make sure that you feel like it was not difficult to do business here before you even get to the point of conducting your business. Small business training like we're doing today, low cost or free marketing for local businesses. We have a pretty robust social media. We also have our own paper here in the City of Euclid called the Euclid Observer that businesses are always advertising in, and The city has recently launched an initiative called Made in Euclid. So if you're making a product here of all scales, whether you're making tea or turbines, we are here to celebrate that and let people know how to support you and your business. Site selection assistance, again, give me a call if you're interested in a particular corridor. We try and are always trying to improve the touch points that we have in the city with existing landlords and property that may be available of any scale. And then another grant program we have is a storefront renovation program. So if you find that space, but it doesn't quite fit your brand, or it's not something that you think you could work with based on whatever, we are here to help with a little bit of financial assistance. It's a 50-50 matching grant up to $25,000, so pretty significant funding. And then how to do business with Euclid. So the City of Euclid is a charter city. We have a service department, my department, fire department, police department that are always looking to hire outside contractors and consultants and have businesses come in. A lot of the businesses that I heard this morning that are here, I could definitely see a synergy with the work that we have going on, the products, the maintenance that we need here. So if you are a contractor in the traditional sense, you would want to make sure that you are on our contractor registration page, and you can find that through this link that I will put in the chat box as soon as I get done with this presentation. And then, the real big thing here, and something that the mayor's office and our city council have been really conscious about, especially in the past couple of years, is making sure that we are doing business as a city with businesses that are minority, veteran, and women business owned. So get certified. And so your first step, right, you're already here at the workshop. We're so excited to learn about the process ourselves and look forward to doing business with you once you get that certification. That really will give you a leg up to doing business here with the city and our various departments. And then locate your business to Euclid, because the other thing that we strive to do all the time is to keep the money local here in the economy. So if you are looking for a physical space, again, please reach out to me. Happy to walk you through the process and what sites we might have available. And if you're already here, absolutely, please reach out. We'd love to connect, especially knowing that you're on the track to certification. So here's my contact information. Again, I will drop it in the chat box. And now I will pass it over to Dana Heil, who is the executive director, even newer to her position than I am, over here at the Euclid Chamber of Commerce. And she will walk you through the benefits of membership here at the Euclid Chamber.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. As Allison said, I am newer. This is just my third week, although I have been involved in the chamber for a number of years. So a lot of people wonder exactly what is a Chamber of Commerce. A Chamber of Commerce is a group that's dedicated to promoting local businesses. And as you heard Allison speak, we really do like to stay local and promote our local businesses. And how can the Chamber help you? So I heard this morning numerous businesses, from consulting to printing to cleaning, that could definitely use the services of the Chamber's networking. It gives you a chance to meet with other local business owners and network. And we often profile businesses. One of the events we're getting ready to do right now is on June 24th, we're going to have our annual awards dinner where we recognize a small business, a large business, organizations, business leaders. So that particular event is always a good one to network at. We also provide free marketing. As a member of the chamber, we often promote businesses in different areas. Many people ask about services. Do you know a business that does this? Or can you recommend a business that does that? It's amazing how many calls I've received lately, even from outside the state, asking about, do you know where I can find this in your area or that? So, we always promote our local businesses and are happy to pass your information We also offer advertising perks. As Allison said, we do have a local paper, and that local paper is making an offer of free advertising for our new members. So that's another good thing to make, to take use of. If we can go to the next page. The other benefits of the Euclid Chamber are we belong to the Northern Ohio area Chambers of Commerce, and they offer a lot of savings in benefits and different things like that. You can check out what they offer to members. So we have members that join strictly because they can't receive those benefits and discounts unless they're members of the chamber. We connect to community leaders. It's not unusual to see our mayor at our events. She's very supportive of the chamber and the businesses. As I said, you can network with customers and clients, identify other business opportunities. It's amazing what happens when people start talking and they talk about their needs or what they have and how those connections get made. And then it's great for the local community too. Businesses knowing other businesses and supporting each other makes our whole economy grow. And as I said, this is our advertising from our Euclid Chamber of Commerce. One of our board members, Mr. John Kopic, runs the Euclid Observer, and he's offering 3 months of advertising and a story about your business if you happen to join. So that's $180 value he's offering. So if you're interested in joining the chamber, I hope you'll give us a call, check us out on the website. You can actually join right from the chamber's website. The cost to join, there's an annual cost, but it goes by the number of employees. So if you're a one-person business, it's $175 and it moves up from there. But when you divide that over the course of a month and when you consider, or the course of a year and consider the benefits that you receive as a member also, it really is a reasonable amount and a real benefit to your business. So if you have any questions, you can give me a call, visit our website, and I hope we hear from some of you soon.
Thank you so much, Dana. And thank you so much to all of our speakers from the City of Euclid. Thank you so much for taking the time to put this presentation together for us and for being with us here this morning. Does any of our audience members have any questions for our speakers?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
The Euclid Chamber of Commerce is connected to some of the other Chamber of Commerces in Northeast Ohio, like the Cleveland Chamber of Commerce.
I don't know what you mean by connected, but we belong to the Northern Ohio Association of Chambers, and we do participate in events. I know we have something coming up later this month with the Lake County Chamber and the Mayfield Chamber. So we do things together in conjunction with other chambers, yeah.
Thank you so much. Anyone else? All right, perfect. We are going to take a short 5-minute break. So if you would like to go and get some coffee or just stretch your legs for a moment, we're going to take a short 5-minute break and get ready for our panelist discussion. So don't log off, just keep logged in here and we'll be right back. Back, everyone. We are going to just take a moment and let everybody get back and situated. We are going to move on with our next segment, which is our panelist discussion with our business owners. I would like to introduce everyone to our business advisor, Richard Brown, who will be leading this discussion with us today. Hi, Richard.
Hi, April. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. And we thank you again for joining us for our pre-certification workshop, How to Do Business with Euclid. And I'm excited about our panelist discussion. We have several people scheduled for our panelist discussion this morning. And the first one we have is Tamara Washington Jones, TW All-in-One Consulting. And the next person we have is Amir Foster of Legacy Hospitality Group, LLC. And Willie Scott is also going to join us this morning for our panelist discussion. He's worked with the Minority Business Assistance Center in the Urban League, and he's volunteered to join us because the other panelist was not able to make it because of a family emergency, and that was Marcus Owens of Better Choice Transport. So at this time, what I'm going to do is allow each one of our panelists to introduce themselves and tell us about their business. And we're going to start with Tamara Jones.
You're muted, Tamara. There you go.
Good morning again. My name is Tamara Jones, and I am the owner of TW All-in-One Consulting. And I have been in business for over 20 years now. I have been certified with the different entities throughout the state, which is City of Cleveland, the county, the state of Ohio, state of Columbus, several different ones in the city, the Shore District, which is really baffling me this morning because I don't have a certification with the state of Euclid, and I live in Euclid. So I'll be taking care of that here shortly, but I'm excited to be on the call. What we do is we provide project and property management services. We have a sister company that provides the maintenance janitorial services as well, and disinfectant services that we actually just launched in the middle of the pandemic. So if you have any questions for me, I'm here, but I'm excited. The certification process is very easy. Initially, it asks for a lot of different documentation, but the recertification every year is seamless. So again, I'll put my number in the chat, my email in the chat. If you need some assistance with that, I'm gladly to assist in that.
Thank you. And I want to make sure I'm saying your name correctly. Is it Tamara or Tamara? How do you pronounce it?
It's Tamara.
Tamara, okay. Thank you. All right, and next we will have Amir Foster. Good morning, brother.
Hey, good morning, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, my name is Amir Foster. I own and operate Legacy Hospitality Group. We operate two restaurants. There's a Zanzibar Soul Fusion, the newest location, which is on East 200th Street in Euclid, Ohio. And we operate another restaurant on Kinsman. Actually, Tamara manages that property at the Burn Bell Car building, which is on 72nd and Kinsman, that Sunshine Cafe. Have not been certified for any certifications with the state or city or anything like that. So I've been working with Richard on those things. Just been a little challenging for myself. Operating on the demands of the restaurant business are really high. So sitting down and doing the necessary paperwork, gathering the necessary documentation has been a little challenging for myself, but Richard has been very helpful in working with us on that. And then, let's see, so I'm very interested in doing so, and working also with the City of Euclid because we do have a location in the City of Euclid. So I would love to be able to offer services to them. And we are, and then, we've been also working on expanding the business and growing the business, tapping into other resources that are available post-COVID. We have the restaurant fund that's now available. So there's a lot of things that are available right now. So just been looking to tap into all of those things, as well as maintain and operate the business as well. So that's pretty much where we are. So looking forward to answering any questions or, and if I can add anything to the conversation, I'm here for that.
Thank you, Amir. All right, and we're still working. We're gonna get you certified. We are definitely gonna get you certified. So we are in the process, so we will get it done. All right, and next we'll have Willie Scott.
Hey everybody, once again, I am Willie Scott. Richard Brown asked me to hop on for the panelists, and I appreciate it. Amir, you are in good hands, and it's gonna get done. Even if it takes a little bit of time, it's gonna get done. Same thing happened in my case. I'm the owner operator of TCAD Design and Printing. We do all things printing and specialize in graphic design. The service that we offer is helping our clients to upscale their business branding, appearance. We specialize in graphic design and doing all things excellent, basically. So I'm not actually certified with the City of Euclid either. As I work with Richard and he helped me to get MBE certified, I also just got registered with the City of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, with the state, Ohio, with Columbus. As soon as I got MBE certified, I actually I got a couple emails. That's how I got registered with some of the other cities that I'm registered with. I received emails from them saying, hey, we noticed that you're MBE certified. We would love to have you as an additional vendor to our list. And so that's how I got registered with Columbus, of course. And as soon as I got registered, actually, it was beneficial because I actually landed some procurement jobs or some bidding jobs through them. So it's definitely worth it to get certified and to work with MBAC. And I'm here just to answer any questions and provide as much value as I'm able to provide to anybody. Thanks.
Thank you, Willie. And well, you actually led into one of my next questions. What have been some of the benefits of becoming certified? And you just shared that, after you became certified, it opened up other opportunities for you, contract opportunities, everything. So pretty much that was the next question. I know Amir is in the process. We're working with him. And as I work with you, we got through it. There was a lot of paperwork involved, but we did get through it. And, and I appreciate you sharing that with the people because that's what we're here for, to help people to get certified so they can get those contract opportunities that Andrea talked about and all those other different resources that are available to you once you become certified. And just the fact that you can network with other certified MBEs. So I appreciate you sharing that. So Tamara, can you share with us? Go ahead.
Sorry, can I add one more thing to that?
Sure, go ahead.
I apologize, but I wanted to say this to that. I know you asked that question. I kind of pre-answered it. One other thing that happened too with the MBE certification, I'm sure this may happen with any other certifications that come forth, is I received an email. What was it from? It was from, I want to say it was from the state, but it was for a something dealing with like transportation, like DOD. I didn't provide that service, but it was just awesome to see. It was called I forgot the verbiage they used. It was it said MBE set aside, and you may know that verbiage better than me, but it said MBE set aside. And so what happened is they sent the notification out before the actual job or before the actual award was launched globally, like for everybody to see it. So I got that in my email, and I was able to see this and say, hey, oh, this is cool. So what I did is actually contacted a partner of mine that does transportation. I sent him the contract and said, hey, I'm MBE certified. Is this something you will be interested in doing? Look over it. Let me know. I don't do transportation, so I'm not going to take it on myself. But if it's something that you're able to do and want to provide that service, then we can work together on it. But I just thought that was awesome from having that certification that I actually got something kind of ahead of the game, if that makes any sense.
Well, yes, exactly what you're talking about, Willie. It's called the MBE sheltered bidding process. Because you're certified, you're part of a sheltered bidding process. So you get access to information that other people who are not certified, you get that access to that information. And Michael Lester's going to talk about this presentation as well. So thanks again. You're really hitting you're checking all the boxes for us. Okay, so the next question, I want to talk to Tamara about how's being certified benefited your business as well.
Well, Will did touch on some of the things that I was going to say. It puts you in a pool of where you'll just receive phone calls and emails of the business that you actually provide. They'll reach out to you directly. You'll have prime contractors that will reach out to you that actually is not necessarily that is operating in the state, but they're bidding on a contract that's in the state and they need your services. So just being certified, it opens up that realm of opportunity to you and your business. So I would, again, encourage you to, work with the center and get certified because it does open up lines of business.
Thank you. And also, I want to ask you another question since I have you. How have you been able to pivot your business during the pandemic?
Well, actually, during the pandemic, it's been great. I've been busy I have several residential and commercial property management contracts right now, and looking to solidify some ones that's coming up in the years to come. I actually stepped out on faith this year, and I was with the agency for about 7 years, and I've always had my consulting business, but I really wanted to be 100% for TW all-in-one. So in the middle of the pandemic, I left my full-time job, was making really, really good money, benefits was awesome, and decided that this is what I wanted to do full-time.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Great. Okay, Willie, what about you? How have you been able to pivot your business during the pandemic as well?
Yeah, during the pandemic, I would say it actually was just like Tamara said, it was actually really good for us because our primary product or primary services, graphic design, website design, and printing. But when I'm an ASI member, so our company is registered as ASI members. If you don't know what that is, that's advertising specialty. So anything printed, meaning golf balls and cups, mugs, tote bags, things of that nature. So when the pandemic hit, I didn't know how we were going to pivot, but the entire ad specialty industry pivoted to offering PPE products. I would say maybe within, 3 or 4 weeks after everything kind of went haywire, I started receiving emails from various manufacturers and suppliers that will say, hey, we offer face masks, we offer this now, we offer this now. And so with that being said, we started to pivot the business in that direction as well. That's what led me into getting into some of the government contracting and bidding, because there was a need there, which actually landed us with one of our larger jobs, which was with the city, with the Cuyahoga County, where we did, I think like 75,000 face shields is what they needed. And so something like that pivoted. So for 2020, where 2020 was very strenuous, and I know it was strenuous for everyone, even through that strenuous part of it, it actually was very lucrative and very beneficial for us in the way that we pivoted.
Thank you, Willie. And so I know we don't have a lot of time, and I do appreciate everybody on the round table. Thank you, Amir. One thing, I guess, to wrap everything up, it shows that with the certification, there are benefits. You both spoke to the benefits that are available once you become certified. It does differentiate your business from other business because you had opportunities that came to you that because you were certified. And you also spoke to the fact that it's worth it. It's helped your business to grow and open up other opportunities. And so we just want to encourage people to reach out to us. Because that's what it's all about. We want to see these businesses grow and scale, and we're here to help you. And we have a lot of resources available. And as Vaughn had alluded to earlier, the services are free, and we work with you. And Willie can speak to that. We work with you tirelessly. We want you to make it to the finish line. So like Amir has said also, and this business is thriving in Euclid, the restaurant, and he was been able to do great things with that business as well. So we're excited about all our small businesses and what they're doing, what they've been able to accomplish. We want to thank each and every one of you for our roundtable discussion today. And again, we're here to help you get certified, help you to grow and scale your business. So please reach out to us. That's what we're here for. We want to make sure that our community grows and expands, and we want to have our impact. So please reach out to the Minority Business Assistance Center. And not only that, reach out to our Small Business Development Center because we are here to help you every step along the way in your business life cycle. We are here to support you with the resources that we have. And if we don't have the resources, we have a network and we can get the resources to you. So at this point, I'm going to turn it back over to April.
Thank you so much, Richard. And thank you for our business owners for being on the panelist discussion with us today. I see a hands up really quickly. Ephron, do you have a question? I think you're on mute.
Okay, I was listening to Richard and Willie and Tamara speak. And the question I have is, which one of, do you all set up the MBE or the 8.8 certification? And is there a cost for that? Also, does that include the PTAC?
Okay, now, thank you, Ephraim, for your question. We help you with the MBE certification with the state of Ohio. There is no cost for that. We will walk you through the process. We will help you with the application, get your supporting documents. The 8A certification in PTAC, that's with Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Our resource partner, Karen Wyville, she will assist you with that. She's also one of the presenters today, and there's no cost for that either. So these services are free, and if anyone tries to charge you money, run. We provide these services free of charge. So you're in the right place. These resources are available. That's why we're here, to make sure that people know that these services are available to you to grow and scale your business. Hope that answers your question.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Richard. Now we're going to move on to our next section of the workshop today, which is our certification presenters. And I'm sure a lot of these questions that you may have are going to be answered shortly. Our first presenter is Michael Lester. He's from the state of Ohio. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, how y'all doing this morning?
Good to see you. Good to see you again.
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, everybody. Let's see. I don't think I have the ability to share my screen right now.
Okay, let's fix that. 1 second here. Did you click on the share screen button at the bottom, Michael?
Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. Can everyone see the PowerPoint here?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so my name is Michael Lester, as April said. I am an EEO contract officer at the State of Ohio's Equal Opportunity Division. And what I currently do is process incoming applications for these programs you see listed here, the MBE program, the EDGE program, the WBE and BBE. So we'll go over what all these programs are, how to apply for the programs, benefits of the program, who qualifies for the program. We'll go over all that, and I try to knock it out pretty quickly so we can have a little few questions at the end if people have questions they need to ask. So the first program we're going to talk about today is the VBE program, or the Veteran Friendly Business Enterprise Program. The program is for all procurement categories, and the program also establishes an overall preference to spend with VBE certified businesses, which is a little different than how our other procurement preference programs are applied. And I'll kind of explain it here. When responding to an invitation to bid, a VBE certified business can quote up to 5% more than a non-certified competitor and still be eligible to win the award. Or in a request for a proposal, scores on the proposal submitted by a VBE certified business can be 5% lower than the proposal score submitted by a non-certified competitor and still be eligible for winning the award. And below here are 2 point of contacts for DAS. I'm sorry, these are both the same number. I can give you the other number too. There's a point of contact at the Department of Public Safety as well. If you reach out, I'll give you his phone numbers. And those are both good point of contacts for the VBE program. I'm looking for information about doing business at the state level with VBE. The next program we're going to mention is our MBE program, which is the Minority Business Enterprise, which is probably one of our most popular programs. The MBE program establishes a 15% set-aside goal for state agencies, boards, and commissions. Set-aside means that those contracts and purchases must be solicited and awarded in the shelter market, which means that only MBE certified businesses can be a part of that solicitation pool. So you're not competing against any of the Ohio Health, Hondas, or other large businesses in the state. The MBE program is an ethnicity or race-based certification program. Also, it's for goods and services only. Mind you, goods and services can include IT and professional services. How something to note is it does not include construction. That is not to say that construction companies do not or cannot get certified, but how they use the certification is a little different, and we'll talk about that later. So as I mentioned, each agency, board, and commission has this 15% requirement. Our office does monitor the expenditures and work with agencies towards meeting this requirement. To put 15% into the perspective of dollars, the state spent $298.8 million with 314 MBE certified businesses last year, or 21.5% of the $1.39 billion eligible budget. I don't know if this is there we go. Imagine what a fraction of those dollars could go to help grow and develop your business. So we're talking about opportunities today. The next program we're going to mention is our EDGE program, which stands for Encouraging Diversity, Growth, and Equity. EDGE is designed to be ethnicity and gender neutral and is to assist socially and economically disadvantaged businesses in getting state contracting. There are some differences to note between MBE and EDGE. As I mentioned, this is for socially and economically disadvantaged businesses, and we're clearly defining what that socially and economically disadvantaged is in a moment. But it's not neither or, you have to do both. Also, this program is for agencies, boards, and commissions at state universities. The goal for EDGE gets set each year by the director of BAS. Traditionally, it has been 5%, but while the goal percentage itself is smaller than MBE, it's a smaller percentage of a much larger pie. EDGE applies to more than just goods and services. EDGE applies to all procurement categories: constructions, architecture and engineering, professional services, goods and services, and information and technology services. And when you add those construction budgets, that's a lot of money. Another key difference about EDGE, you might have heard previously about the time limit for the program. That has been removed with a new update to the Ohio Administrative Code that happened towards the end of last year. What has not changed, however, is that it is for small businesses. With the new Ohio Administrative Code, we have closely mirrored those small business definitions, that of the U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA. So while there is no longer a time limit for being in the program, there's still a size standard for both the owners and the business. If either exceed the threshold, a business would graduate because they would no longer need the program or the benefits of the program. And we'll talk about those standards a little later. So similar to MBE, our office does monitor and work with agencies towards meeting the goal. But again, let's put into perspective what 5% means. In fiscal year 2020, out of the $4.83 billion in eligible budget, 7.2% was spent in either agency or direct subcontracting spending. In dollars, the state spent $348 million with 378 EDGE certified businesses last year. And for the ladies with us today, the state's newest program is Designed for You. The Women-Owned Business Enterprise went into effect October 9th, 2020. And this is the first time that the state of Ohio has had a certification program specifically for women entrepreneurs. The first key difference with this program is that currently the program does not have any established procurement goals or targets for state agencies to spend towards. It does not have the applied preference we discussed previously for VBE. However, what it does have is a reciprocity component. While still in development, the program allows the state of Ohio to enter into reciprocity agreements with other states who have similar WBE programs. Once agreements are finalized, this will allow Ohio WBEs to take the certification to another state, apply the certification in that state, and then compete in that state as a certified WBE on their WBE set-aside contracts. This component will hopefully broaden the opportunity landscape for women-owned businesses to grow. While there are not any finalized agreements in place just yet, we are very close to finishing some. So please keep an eye out on our website and work with your MBAC to learn more about the program. So we talked about what the programs are, and the biggest question we normally get is why? Why should I get certified, or what's in it for me? We already touched on one of the biggest reasons, opportunity. These certifications provide access to certain state procurement opportunities that otherwise your business might not have access to, specifically in the case of MBE and bidding in that sheltered market. Additionally, we list all of our certified businesses in databases that not only agencies use, but a lot of universities, prime contractors, private corporations, etc. Often someone has a need to locate a minority company, then they search our database for that business. There's also financial benefits to being certified, especially in the MBE program. Our partners in the Ohio Developmental Service Agency, or DSA, have several loans and bond programs specifically designed for certified businesses. Your local MBAC, who is sponsored by DSA, has information about these programs and can help you determine which programs best meet your needs and how to apply for them. And a couple other things to consider is that certification is not limited to just state procurement. That is what the program was designed for, but especially in today's social climate, so many corporations and agencies, both public and private, I realize that having a strong, diverse supplier base is good for business and the community. So while certification does provide you access to certain state and government opportunities, also could be viewed as a great marketing tool. Lastly, as you're considering outside business, also consider that other certified businesses, your certified peers. What is it that you provide that perhaps another certified business has a need for, or vice versa? Expanding how you look at the certification, even outside of state procurement, can help you expand your customer service base. And now let's talk about who is eligible for the certifications. Let's start again with VBE. Please note that only one of these criteria needs to be met. Obviously, as the program is for veterans, if the business is owned by a veteran or someone on active service, that could qualify the person. If 51% of the board of directors are veterans or on active service, if the business has already received certification by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs as a service-disabled veteran-owned small business, or veteran-owned small business and owner meets the definition of veteran, we recognize that certificate. Lastly, if 10% of the business employees are veterans or in active service, it can also qualify. The last one is nice because in a way, the program not only helps veteran business owners, but it also helps veterans find and maintain employment. And I mention this because if you're in business and plan, you're looking to hire a workforce the next year or two from now, keep this program in mind. If you hire veterans, it helps veterans find jobs, but also could benefit you by making you eligible for the program as well. And go over some general eligibility for the MBE Edge and WBE. So these are core requirements for all the programs. You have to be a full-time resident of the state of Ohio, with the exception of those who apply for the approved reciprocity states for the WBE. You have to be a for-profit business and in business for at least 1 year. And we do truly mean in business, not just registered with the Secretary of State's office. We do understand you might not have generated revenue yet, but you must be able to document how you have been in business. And again, this is where your MBAC is a great a great resource to help document that. You have to process requisite knowledge to the business industry and day-to-day control, and prove day-to-day control, demonstrating capability and expertise of the company. This is another key component for us, as we're not looking to certify businesses who have minority or women as owner on paper, but in actuality do not control the business. That defeats the purpose of the program. So you need to demonstrate how you both own and control your business. Specifically for MBE, as I said, it is an ethnicity or race-based certification program. So you do need to be either African-American, an American Indian, Asian, or Latino. If you don't fall within these groups, you will not meet the program certification criteria. And for EDGE, the program is for socially and economically disadvantaged businesses. Socially disadvantaged can be of someone's ethnicity, female gender, chronic, physical, or mental disability, or business owners' long-term residence in a hub zone. A hub zone is an area defined by the SBA through a census tract. Generally speaking, these areas are low income and high unemployment. You'll find both metropolitan as well as Appalachians are hub zones. And there's a link on our website where you can enter your address to determine if your address is located in the hub zone. Something to know, if you're applying based on being in the hub zone, 35% of your business workforce must also reside in the hub zone. Not the same hub zone that the business is in, but they must reside in the hub zone as well. Economically disadvantaged is based primarily on a personal net worth. Following the SBA guidelines, we do exclude a primary residence if not owned outright in any interest in the business. Upon entry and during the duration of the certification, a person's net worth cannot exceed $750,000. However, as mentioned, we also use the SBA size standard, and those are based on your NAICS codes and could be based on either gross receipts and or the number of employees held by the business. And also the fair market value of all assets must be less than 4 million. And for WBE, the business must be owned and controlled by a woman. Again, full-time Ohio resident with the exception of those who apply from one of the approved reciprocity states, which again, we are currently working on. Now we can get into how to get started with the certification programs. Before you start with the application, please start with the supporting document checklist. This task will likely take the longest. Yes, there are a lot of items on the list. However, each item is designed to verify core requirements, specifically citizenship, residency, ethnicity or race, social economic disadvantage, as well as ownership and control. Your local MBAC is available to help you with gathering these documents, identify what you may be missing, and document those gaps. They are a great resource right in your own backyard, and they're free. Working with your MBAC on the front end helps streamline this process and will probably help take a lot of stress off your life going through this process as well. There are 3 certification options that a company can choose from based on its needs. The 2 most standard or the 2 most used are a standard process and a fast track process. The process for standard and fast track are very similar, but the time frames are different. This is our basic or standard process. On average, application takes about 60 to 90 days to process once received all the supporting documents. Again, MBAC assistance is available. We're looking to validate application information. Does what you put on the application match the documentation received? Yet another reason to compile the documentation before filling out the application, because if you use the documents to fill out the app, the data will match. Looking to verify ownership and control, we then analyze documentation and the information gathered during the interview, and the officer recommends either approval or disapproval. That recommendation goes to the state EEO coordinator for final review. If approved, you get an email saying, congratulations, you've been approved, and a hyperlink to click to download your certificate. However, if you do get denied certification, you have the right to appeal that, and you will receive a letter with the steps to go through how to appeal if you wanted to go through that process. For WBE, the process itself is the same with one notable exception. While our MBE and EDGE applications are located on our Ohio Business Gateway website, our WBE and VB applications are not there yet. So in the meantime, the WBE applications are available on our website at wbe.ohio.gov as a fillable PDF. And the same is true for the VBE, except it's an Excel form. So both of those, you'll have to go to our state website to kind of find those forms, save them to your computer, fill them out, and then you can complete those. They're not on the gateway where you can do them electronically and submit them yet. Ultimately, both the WBE and VB applications will be a part of the Ohio Business Gateway application. So this won't be a separation for very long. For MBE and EDGE, and only by working with the MBAC, there's an option to fast track an application. However, due to staffing levels and the fact that if we didn't build criteria into this, everyone will request it. This is why this process is only available if the following apply. An application desires to submit a bid or proposal in response to a procurement solicitation, and certification is a requirement to be responsive, meaning you are responding to an MBE set aside or an EDGE contracting opportunity where you have to be certified in order to bid for your bid to be accepted. Second, how you have to have a pending DSA minority business development financial bonding application where certification is a requirement. Again, you're applying for one of the DSA's loan or bonding programs, you have to be certified in order for the application to be accepted by their board. And in either instance, the process remains the same, except that you must work with the MBAC together and submit your documents. They will submit one on your behalf, stating this is a fast track application. When that begins, there's one officer who receives those. All of the package of processing stops for that person, so we can focus on the fast track application. The timeline drops about 5 to 7 days. again, very specific reason why this process is used. We would love to have the capability to process everyone's applications that quickly, but with only 5 officers covering the entire state, that's not really feasible. Our final process is cross-certification. This is currently available just for MBE, but we are looking at options for other programs as well. If you are already MBE certified with one of these listed certifications above, you could complete an expedited or a cross-certification form on the Ohio Business Gateway and provide us a copy of your current certification. We will then reach out to a partner agency and request a letter of good standing. Once received, we will issue certification to match their expiration date based on their recommendation. Also, except for the OMSDC, these are true reciprocal agreements. So say you get certified at the state first and then decide you want a city certification, you could take your state certification to that city and they should recognize that and approve your city certification as well. And then here's just some general information and some point of contacts from our office. So if you have some general questions, you can reach out to our general email box, phone number here. And I can share my email address in the chat too, so people can have any questions. I think I a little went over my time, but sorry about that. That's all I have.
Okay, Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to present with us today. We're just running a couple minutes behind, but I will be sending the presentations to everyone. So all of our presenters that had a PowerPoint slide or anything like that, you will all receive that so you can go back and review it. Thank you so much, Michael, for being here.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Michael.
No problem. No problem.
Our next presenter for today is Shakara Ben. She's from the Ohio Minority Supplier Development Council. Hi, Shakara. Are you here?
Good morning, everyone. I'm here.
Good morning.
I am going to start to share. All right, April. Brian, give me a head nod if you can see my screen, because you all know I always mess this up.
Yes, we see it.
So, good morning. My name is Shakara Ben. I am the certification assistant with the Ohio Minority Supplier Development Council. What I wanted to do was start off a little differently this time, and I wanted to show you who our Ohio corporate members are. Our certification is more so working with the private sector, which are corporations. These are the corporations that are subscribed to the Ohio Council, but our certification is a national certification. And we have over like 1,400 corporations that are part of our network. So you can use your certification across the country. So I'm going to kind of dance around the presentation just a bit, just to kind of give you some key information. As April said, you're going to receive this in the email. So that's me, what I do. Our current president and CEO is Jacqueline Neal. The Ohio Minority Supplier Development Council is a nonprofit organization. We were funded through corporate membership and certification fees, and we work with corporations, as I said. We are an affiliate of the NMSDC, the National Minority Supplier Development Council, which is in New York. The Ohio Council used to be broken up by the Northern and Southern Ohio Councils, and in 2013, they became one. We have more than 100 local and national corporate members and nearly 400 certified MBEs in our region, which our region is only Ohio. And we are headquartered in Columbus. What we do at the council, we certify first, then we develop, we make sure we connect, and we are advocates in the private sector for working to work with MBEs. As you saw in the State of Ohio presentation, it talked about set-asides. That same thing applies when it comes to corporations. Corporations have set-asides that they have every year, depending on the different contracts. We assist in relationship building. What we do not do is provide loans or contracts, and we can't guarantee opportunities, but we do put you in the room and in the space to bid for opportunities. Qualifications to apply for our certification. You have to be a for-profit enterprise. You have to be legally formed entity. You cannot be a holding company. Physically located in the U.S. or have at least 51% ethnic minority ownership. The minority holding the highest percentage must be have an executive title position. The minority owner has to be a U.S. citizen. The minority owner needs to be active in the management and daily operations. Minority ownership and control is real and continuing, and startups may apply. The ethnic groups that are eligible are Asian American, Black Americans, Hispanic, Latino Americans, Native Americans, and the ineligible ones are at the bottom. Benefits of certification. It obviously is going to provide you with the ability to certify that you are MBE. It's a national certification. You're going to have access to key corporate decision makers by working with Ohio Minority Supplier Development Council. Networking with other certified minority entities, inclusion in our national database, which, as I said, is sourced by more than 1,400 of our corporations nationally. Executive education programs, invitations to our special corporate events, and to our local events and our National Business Expo. Our certification process starts out with you attending a pre-cert workshop as you are now. You're going to complete an online application. You're going to upload your documentation. Once you submit the application, excuse me, along with the processing fee, we're going to complete a desk audit and a documentation review, followed by a site review, which are virtually right now due to COVID. And it's basically a conversation just going over the application. The certification committee meets once a month, and the board meets once a month. You go before the committee first, then the application is then moved on to for approval or denial for the board. After that, all approvals are notified. And then after that, you are required to attend our virtual supplier orientation. And then after that, you'll be able to download your certification and begin to start using it and engaging with OMSDC members, MBEs, and corporate members. Our certification fees is based on the class. As you can see, class 1, 2, 3, and 4 is based off the revenue. $300 for class 1, class 2 is $550, class 3 is $850, class 4 is $950. The recertification fee is just a $50 step down from the cert fee. Our certification process can take up to 90 days. Our recertification process can take up to 60 days. Currently, right now, we're not offering any expedited certification processes at the moment. Your required documents for becoming certified is going to be based off of the entity's structure, whether it's LLC, whether it's a corporation, things of that nature. But there's some basic information that all are going to need, which is listed here. One of the biggest, since you're going to be getting this through an email, I'm just going to touch base on one of the key areas that's most important is proving your ethnic. If your birth certificate does not have your ethnic listed on there, you may need to request your birth documents in order to prove that. You can also use your parents' birth certificates and or your grandparents' birth certificates. You can also use death certificates of those as well. But basically, if you were born after the Civil Rights Act, if your ethnic may not be listed on your birth certificate. So I always say start there, just in case you need to get documentations to come in the mail or whatnot. That kind of can take a process sometimes. So in the midst of doing, while that's coming, you can be working on the rest of the application and getting that completed. The other area to follow is the financial statements. If you're a startup, you may not have cash flow, balance sheets, or profit and loss statements. And that's fine. You'll note that in your application that you're a startup, you don't have that yet. When it comes to a startup and you're looking at your financials for taxes, you may have not filed business taxes yet, so you will use your personal taxes. But feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about these documents and about what is exactly needed. It is very similar throughout all the certification as far as what's needed to a degree. So that's the great thing about certifying, is we all kind of need the same things to a degree. These required documents, again, are based on, as I said, your structure. So if you're LLC, partnership, a corporation or sole proprietor, these are some of the documentations that you're going to need. And again, I can go in detail about those in conversation to kind of walk you through it and to help you understand what they may be. How can you complete them more efficiently and quickly, because our goal is to get you certified as soon as possible. Are there any questions?
Thank you so much, Shakara. Do we have any questions for Shakara? Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
There was one screen that she went by kind of fast, and I kind of missed what she was saying.
Tell me which one, what was on it? Was it about the documentation?
It was the one before this one, I think. Yeah. I forgot what you had said on this screen.
This would be if you wanted to apply for expedited certification. We do offer it, but currently we're not offering it at the moment.
Okay, that's what you
So
said. Okay.
futuristically, we'll offer it, and it does apply if you're recertifying as well.
Okay, because I had missed what you had said. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, do you all still offer, I believe I met you before. Do you all still give like that 1-year anniversary thing for businesses that register with you guys? Or maybe that wasn't.
1 year. Go into more detail. 1-year anniversary.
That might be the state. Like when you register with the state, I think, like if you register with the state and they help you with your business, I think after you hit your first year, they come down and they do like a little celebration or something. But that might be a state ran thing that used to run that program.
Okay. We don't do that. It does sound like a good program though. But we don't. Maybe we should.
We can figure that out for you. Definitely, if you can you email us at mbackinfo@ulcleveland.org just so that we have you in our email and we can contact you and try to find that answer for you.
Okay.
Awesome.
What's the email again? Is it in the chat box?
It is in the chat, and I'll put it in one more time just so you can see it again. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Shakara, for being here. Because we're running short on time, we're not going to take any more questions, but I will send out the slide presentation in the follow-up email, so you'll be able to contact Shakara if you have any more questions. Awesome. Have a wonderful day.
All righty. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you. We're going to move on to our last presenter for today, and it is Karen Weigel, and she's from the Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Good morning, Karen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Hey. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. I'd like to thank the MBAC for having me here. I am with the Procurement Technical Assistance Center, PTAC. I am in the Cleveland office. We are a grant-funded agency. We are a sister to the MBAC, I would like to say, and the SBDC. We receive our funding from the Department of Defense, the state of Ohio, and my office from Ohio University. All of our services are free of charge, and our sole focus is to assist businesses who are interested in pursuing government contracts to expand their market footprint, and that's at the federal, state, and local level. I'm here today to talk about registrations and certifications with the federal government. So there are various certifications that the federal government offers. And they have small business, 8A, hub zone, women-owned and economically disadvantaged women-owned, veteran, and service-disabled veteran-owned small business certifications. Before you get certified for any of these, you have to be registered in what is called SAM, the System for Award Management. And it is free to get certified in SAM. PTACs are here to help you through this registration process free of charge. If you Google SAM, there are a lot of scam artists out there and for-profit companies that will take money from you to do it for something that you could do for free. And again, PTACs are here to help you for free to get through the process. You must be registered in SAM to bid on any federal project, and you must be registered in SAM to be certified for any of the certification programs. What you need for SAM, you need a DUNS number from Dun & Bradstreet. That is free to receive. You need to have a physical address for your business. You're going to need your tax ID. You're going to need to know what your NAICS codes are. You're going to have your business checking information. That is your routing and account number. The government pays you through electronic funds transfer, and it is done through looking you up in the SAM system. There's a dual factor authentication in your SAM registration. So you're going to have access to like a cell phone or another phone number and email at a minimum to get registered. You are certified as a small business through SAM. There's nothing else you need to do. There is no fee. During your SAM registration, they're going to ask you what your NAICS codes are. They're going to ask you your annual sales volume or your average number of employees. And based on those answers, they're going to cross-reference it against the size standards for those NAICS codes. And that is what is going to determine you are a small business considered a small business with the federal government. And that's all you need to do. If you've been determined to be a small business through your SAM registration, you are able to apply for 8A. To be in the 8A program, you have to be 51% owned and controlled by a U.S. citizen who is seen to have an economically or socially disadvantaged. You have to have some net worth standards that are listed here. There's gross income. There's a 5% set aside goal for 8A. Now, to apply for 8A status, you have to be in business at least 2 or 3 years before you apply. And you have to show a track record of sales success so that they deem that you have a chance of success in the federal marketplace. So if you meet all there's a bunch of documents that you're going to have to upload into the system. It's an online application process. PTAX and SBA are here to help you through that certification process and help you with those documents. We can give you the list and go over it with you. Once you get approved, unlike other certifications, you are only allowed to be in the 8A program for 9 years. So we usually recommend before you think about jumping into 8A, do a little bit of market research, and PTAX are here to help you about your space in the federal government so you're prepared, so you can absolutely utilize those 9 years and you don't spend the first 4 or 5 years trying to figure things out and then you don't have as much time to take advantage of that certification. I'm going to give you a for instance of a client that I have right now. They got 8A certified in August. What we're doing to help them, we help them find some other businesses they could partner with and learn from. And we found a company, they got along. This company is now bringing them in as a subcontractor. They are sponsoring them to get security clearance to work on military bases. And because of that, now Microsoft wants to bring them in as a subcontractor. So 8A can be a great certification process certification to have. Again, here's more of the things about your net worth. Going to have day-to-day, very similar to a lot of the MBE and documents, everything that you have to have. HubZone. State of Ohio talked about this. HubZone, again, you have to be certified as a small business through SAM. 51% owned by you, U.S. citizen. Your business must be located in a HubZone. 35% of your employees must live in a HubZone. There's a 3% government-wide goal for HubZone certified firms. And we can help you through that process as well. There are set-asides where only HubZone businesses can compete on the contracts, but the other benefit of being certified as a HubZone is if a contract is out for bid and it's free and open, meaning you're going to be competing against large businesses, it gives you a 10% price evaluation preference against only those large businesses. Now, it's not going to help you in competition with any of the small businesses that are competing for that contract. But if you were bidding, like if you were an IT firm and you were bidding against the Microsoft or somebody large like that, you've got that 10% price preferential. Again, you have to recertify. There's a lot of things that you have to do. SBA's got a website where you can go in and look at it, all sorts of things. I won't go into detail on this because we're short on time, but there are a lot of documents. Again, it's an online application process. SBA and PTAX are here to help you through the process. I just helped a firm out in Norwalk get HubZone certified. Women-owned small business. This is a new process just this past year. It used to be a self-certification program. You now have to go through a formal certification process program. Again, you have to be a small business through SAM, 51% owned and controlled, day-to-day operations, 5% set-aside goal. But it's not every NAICS code that has women-owned small business set-asides. So you're going to want to visit the SBA website, know what your NAICS codes are, and know if there are set-asides for women-owned small business or economically disadvantaged women-owned small business before you go through the certification process. Otherwise, why waste your time? But it's an online process now. Again, there's an economically disadvantaged program, economically disadvantaged certification. You're going to have to provide a lot more financial documents to prove your economic disadvantage. There are NAICS code set-asides just for economically disadvantaged women-owned small businesses. But if you have the EDWSB certification, you are also able to apply for any WOSB certification, but that is not cross. So a WOSB will not be able to compete for an EDWSB set-aside. Here's the new website where you have to go through the formal certification process. It's beta.certify.sba.gov. There are also 4 third-party certifiers that have been approved by the SBA to help you through the certification process. if you are contacted by somebody who wants to charge a fee, make sure it's one of these 4 firms if you want to utilize them. I've had a couple people contact me, utilize one of the firm. I, hired somebody to do it. Their certification that they paid for $500 for, they got a pretty piece of paper. And it was not valid for the federal certification program. So just buyer beware. These are the 4. And only these 4 are able to help you with, have been approved to help you with, by the SBA through the process. You don't have to use one of these, but you can if you want to. And then veterans, veteran-owned small business. There are a couple different sets of goals. The VA requires that you get certified through the VA as a veteran-owned small business through their certification process. All PTAC counselors in the state of Ohio are certified veteran business counselors, and we can help you through the process with the VA. The VA has a much higher goal for veteran-owned businesses, 10% for service-disabled veteran, and they are the only agency that has a direct set-aside only for veteran-owned small businesses. That's 12%. All other federal agencies have a 3% set-aside goal for service-disabled veterans, and they only have a subcontracting goal for veteran-owned small businesses. It's a great certification to have. I just had a couple of businesses I helped get through the verification process, and they both just recently got their first federal contract awards. One veteran got one with the National Park Service, and another veteran actually got 2 in 1 week. I was so thrilled for him. He got one with the VA, and he got one with an Army depot down supplying products. So certifications can help you. They eliminate competition and can really help you in towards getting your business. It's not a guarantee, but eliminating competition is a good thing. The other, to bring up to the other agency in the federal marketplace that does require the VA certification is the Federal Aviation Administration. They require that VA verification, but they do not have those higher goals. They have the lower goals, but they do require it to get those set-asides. This is a little sales speech on PTAC. Like I say, we work very closely with the MBAC. Our mission is solely to provide assistance to business owners who want to go after federal contracts, state contracts, or local contracts. One of our most popular items is we have a bid search mechanism. When you become a PTAC client, we utilize keywords and codes, and we search over 3,800 websites in the federal, state, and local space for opportunities for you to bid on. And like I said, that contractor I had who's the vet, he got work down in our state was it? Georgia, I think he's selling to. So you can look for opportunities across the country and every US territory. You get an email every day, Monday through Friday, with opportunities to bid on. We'll read through it with you, we'll review it so you understand all the government laws that pertain to that contract. We'll review your solicitation. My guy that got the contract with the National Park Service, that's exactly what we did. We reviewed it before he bid on it to help him make the decision. We reviewed his answer to make sure he had everything in there, and thank God he won. I'm so happy for him. So these are all just some of the services we help you free of charge. And we partner with the MBACs and the SBDCs to try to help you grow your business here in Northeast Ohio. My office is here in Cleveland, despite the 614 area code. I serve 4 counties: Cuyahoga, Lorain, Erie, and Huron. And I'm here to help you free of charge. And I'm going to stop sharing this. And I hope you don't mind, Richard. I'm going to plug something I'm doing with you. And we've got this event coming up this month. And we are going to be partnering with the MBAC. Richard Brown has agreed to serve on a panel. We are working with the housing, with HUD, and we're working with the SBDC, the MBAC. We're going to be working with Metropolitan Housing Authorities and Cuyahoga and Lorain counties. And we're going to be talking about doing work with HUD, and the City of Cleveland is also participating. I am thankful that Richard's agreed to participate and be on our panel. And that's all for me. If there are any questions.
Thank you so much, Karen. Do we have any questions for Karen? Karen, please send that flyer my way so I can make sure to get it out to
I
everybody.
absolutely will. I just got it over the weekend, so you're going to be getting it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. You have a wonderful day. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to our director, Vaughn Johnson.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. We want to thank our special co-hosts, the City of Euclid, the mayor and her amazing team, as well as the new executive director from the Euclid Chamber of Commerce, and all of our presenters today. We thank you so much. We also thank you for joining us. We really appreciate that. One thing I did want to share about the certification, and Richard doesn't know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Richard helped a minority business obtain a $73 million contract. $73 million contract. The client came to us. They needed to be certified in order to get the contract. Richard worked tirelessly for days, late into the evenings, over the weekends, made sure that they became certified, and that client has now received a $73 million contract because of Richard Brown, our lead business advisor. So just a little bit more importance on certification. Get certified. We're here to help you. Thank you so much. Thank you, City of Euclid. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.